Yacht brokerage is not just about selling yachts, it's also about finding great yachts to sell, and this week I struck gold. Actually, to say that I struck gold is a little bit misleading because it may lead you to think that I have the exclusive listing on a $100 million Larsen or a Fed ship or something like that. I don't. But what I do have, to me, is a far greater value. I have the exclusive listing of a Sunseeker Predator 108, built in 2008. And before I tell you why that's of greater value to me, let me tell you a little about the yacht itself. Sunseeker Predators have always been the most exciting of this successful yacht builder's range of vessels. Built for speed, they turn heads in every port they enter, and it's no surprise that the James Bond franchise, who uses Sunseekers extensively in their films, used this Sunseeker Predator 108, called Casino Royale, in the movie with the same name. It really is a magnificent yacht, with typically opulent Sunseeker interiors that combine luxurious woods and leathers in a tasteful and elegant manner. The master stateroom is located at the widest point of the yacht to offer the greatest possible floor space, and it's one of 4 guest cabins on board. This kind of yacht is all about the outdoor space though, and all of the Predator 108 range have a very spacious aft deck. I suspect that most of the guests on board will spend most of their time in this area. The foredeck on this yacht is just as big though, and Sunseeker have really made the most of this space by adding a jacuzzi tub and a clever seating arrangement that allows you to sunbathe by the pool, so to speak, or have a private social area facing the bow. A final point worth noting on this model is the size of the storage space for tenders and toys. These can be accommodated comfortably in the aft garage, a point that Sunseeker went to some lengths to illustrate at a boat show one year, when they placed a Caterham car inside the garage to illustrate its size. At this point I should state that the yacht that I have for sale is not Casino Royale, but rather a sister ship called Lara S. This yacht is far newer than Casino Royale, having been delivered in 2008. Casino Royale was actually the first one ever built back in 2004. She sports a different colour combination that I personally find very attractive and is lying in the beautiful area known as the Turkish Riviera, otherwise known as the south coast of Turkey. I haven't seen her yet in person, but I can't wait to get on board and report back to you in greater detail. And it won't surprise you to hear that I should be able to report back very soon indeed. I'll be flying out to Turkey with the film crew next week, praying that we have good weather as the winter nights draw in. We'll be filming a proper walkthrough video and taking some photographs so that I have great promotional material for this yacht. That's something to look forward to in future videos. Now I should mention that I do offer that service to all of the yachts that I have for sale, whether it's that wonderful Palmer Johnson 120 Izumi, which we sold by the way, or that great 55-metre Fed ship Illusion that I flew to Montenegro to film and also sold, or any of the other great yachts that I currently represent and that I get inquiries from all the time as a result of this YouTube channel. Now at the beginning of this video I did say that the Sunseeker Predator 108 like Lara S is of greater value to me than a $100 million Larsen or a Fed ship, and there's a good reason for this. There are a lot of very large yachts for sale at the moment with brokers. The 110-metre Oceanco Jubilee is for sale at €275 million. The 88-metre Oceanco Barbara is for sale at €175,500,000, and the Larsen, the 85-metre Larsen Areti, is for sale also at €175 million. Now, I'd be lying to say that I wouldn't love to be the broker for one of those yachts, or better still, for all of them. However, Yacht brokerage is a business, and whilst it's true that those huge yacht listings are great for the ego of the broker and very, very good for the credibility of the brokerage company, they are very, very difficult yachts to sell. If you think about it, there's only a very small group of human beings on the planet that have the financial resources necessary to purchase and then to run a yacht of that size. And that group becomes much smaller still when you consider that many of them don't even want to buy a yacht in the first place. And that group becomes even smaller still when you consider that many of them don't like the exterior and interior styling of the yacht enough to part with over €100 million. So my advice to younger brokers is always the same. Don't waste your time chasing after those huge yacht listings. You can spend a lot of time and a lot of money marketing them, and if you don't get it sold within a time frame that's acceptable to the owner, you can end up having wasted all of your time and a lot of your money. Give me a Sunseeker any day. There is a huge market for them. They are wonderful vessels with a good resale value, and the yacht buying public is quite familiar with them. If you can find one in good condition and all parties are prepared to be reasonable in their expectations on price, a buyer can be found. Now, on that subject of the yacht brokerage industry, every week I continue to receive emails and messages from people who would love to be a yacht broker. Now, sometimes I'm sure they're from people who watch my videos and think that all I do is hang out on yachts all day, which is not the case, I should mention. But often also it's from people who genuinely want a change in their career, or from people who are finishing university and want to know just how you even get into the yachting industry. For those people, back in March of this year, I created a webinar called Breaking Into Yacht Brokerage. It was well attended, and each one of the participants at the end of the webinar was given an ebook called Breaking Into Yacht Brokerage to review the main points and to really show how you can get into an industry that seems such a closed community from the outside. I'll be repeating that webinar on December the 14th. So at the end of this video, there'll be a link to another video that gives you more information about the webinar and tells you what you need to do to register. And then in the description of that video and also of this video, there'll be a link so that you can register if you want to. Next week, I start a series of vlogs about great British yacht builders, but I'll also be flying out to Turkey to film the walkthrough video of Lara S, and then to Doha to film a wonderful 165-foot Mangusta called Serenity. So lots of great material coming up. Make sure you don't miss out on any of it by subscribing to my channel.